Hi everyone, this is AlphaAli. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing okay. So today I'm doing a VOD review. This is for Bowyen. Essentially, they feel like they've played okay in this match. I'm stuck in Bronze 5. I need some advice on how to improve. Because one of my biggest issues is repositioning and movement. Okay, so first of all, obviously we're going to have a look at basically kind of like how we can move about and how we can do things as Mercy with Bowyen here today. Once again, you guys can get your own VOD reviews. They for 5,000 channel points. I do them on Twitch on Mondays, but also stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays too. They are completely for free. All you have to do is literally just come to my streams. You earn the channel points by simply just watching the streams. Then once you hit that 5k, just come onto a stream on a Monday, and I will gladly do basically the VOD on stream for you guys. And then obviously it gets uploaded onto YouTube afterwards. Whilst also doing this, I do like little skin reviews, and we have Soul Bloom mod. Yes! It's been ages since I've had a Soul Bloom mod, it feels like. It's my favourite, obviously. So 10 out of 10. It's also got the golden gun on as well, makes it even better. It has the cute as well. People don't realise as well, the golden gun on Soul Bloom looks so cute. And then the ribbons have like a little gold outline as well. Mwah, it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful skin. Anyways, so looking at the team comp that we have a really good team comp for this map. Obviously, we can kind of like just stay with our Ashe and let Bap kind of, you know, do the majority healing onto the Ramattra. But you can definitely, excuse me, like peel back for them if needed, and obviously you can help your Junkrat out. But obviously main blue beam is Ashe, which we're already doing right now, which is really, really great. So I guess I'm going to get into it. Obviously Ashe is already kind of like re-aiming. Nice. Obviously, so there's a Widow main. Nice. Lovely how you just do like a nice little GA cancel right now. Really, really nice. Nice. I love your position right now. I love how you're not standing in this doorway. There's always already really, really good Bowyen. My only thing is I feel as though we're playing a little bit too passive. Okay? I feel as though we could definitely be, we could definitely be pushed up maybe more like a little bit with the Ram maybe a little bit more. Just so we can, we can like, you know, because what's happening is we end up kind of like putting the Bluebee onto the Ashe, and she's like currently like rotating, or she's currently like doing something else, okay? It means that we're going to get no damage boost out, compared to if we kind of like, if we damage boost the Ram or something main, so then he can, he can like walk forward and like do stuff basically. So I think if you can, try to just damage boost whoever's basically doing stuff at that very moment in time, alright? Love your positioning though. I love how like you're not creeping out into like this doorway and stuff though. Really, really great so far, Bowyen. But we'll keep going. Nice heals. Nice heals onto Bap. Love where you're positioned, honestly. Like, so far your position's been really, really great, Bowyen. Nice. Nice heals onto Bap. Nice heals onto Ashe as well. At this point, I just, you know, okay, there is a health pack down here, okay? What's going to happen is this Junkrat's going to start backing off to the health pack, okay? I would, at this point, still kind of, like, stay pushed up with everyone. You're not going to get this res off, unfortunately, because obviously the Hog's going to be here and stuff. But I want you to kind of, like, still, like, stay pushed up with people here right now, okay? Because it's going to be, a Junkrat going for this health pack and stuff. But we'll keep going. Nice how you stay pushed up, though, with your Rams now. Really, really nice. Love how you're not going for this res though, because I see so many people just going straight into that res. I love how like strict you are being with yourself here. Unfortunately, can't do anything about the hook there. Nice how you go like straight to damage boost to your Junkrat. Really, really nice. My only thing is where your position now is completely fine because you're playing back. But can you see how when we're playing here is giving this kind of like opening to everyone that's on the payload, okay? I would rather at this point you either played really pushed up, or you could like just honestly drop back and just really hug this wall back here basically. Just so we're not giving the angle to these guys. Because what could happen is these guys could just quickly just like kind of like turn and just see, oh my goodness, well there's a Mercy here, and then just like, you know, go for you kind of thing. Make sure that, you know, if what we want to do as Mercy is we want to try and make sure that we're never, ever seen by the enemy team, like, at all. And we can do that by playing slightly further back here. And, you know, like, basically cutting out the LOS. Alright, but we'll keep going. Nice. Love how you're pushing the damage boost already here, though, Bowyen. Unfortunate, because obviously you can't do it for your Ram there. Can't do anything for Junk either. Nice GA out. Lovely damage boost here as well already, Bowyen. I'd be looking. You see how like you're walking up here, right? We're still really at risk for this Hog, because this Hog's going to come in and try and like get an even like bigger stagger basically by coming in and trying to hook someone, okay? It's completely fine to use this like little GA, you know, like to get back away from your BAP and start walking. When you're walking though, remember, oh, my Ashe is still alive, okay? Look to see whether you can get back and GA back to your Ashe. All it has to be is just has to be like kind of like a straight GA to her. It just gives you like a little bit of extra distance, like beforehand basically, and puts you at less of like a risk to be able to be hooked by this hog, alright? So just make sure that we're getting back some more, just so we don't end up getting hooked off. Keep going. Nice damage boost. Let's get on to Ashe. Really, really nice. Love how you're constantly checking the angle. Really, really nice, Bowyen. Really, really good. Nice. Nice heals. Oh, yeah, nice. Just same thing. Make this, instead of like, because I feel as though you're walking about quite a bit, right? I want you to do that more as a kind of G yourself like backwards kind of thing, because you don't really kind of like just be walking across these windows and stuff on the just in case, you know, someone ends up being in there or like someone ends up, you know, like seeing you and stuff like that. It's much better if you can make any kind of chokehold crosses and stuff, make it like a GA and make it like quicker if you do that. Alright, but we'll keep going. Need to help Ram here. Nice. Nice. Really nice how you just switch your beam as well back to your Ashe. Completely fine Valk. Push the damage boost a little bit more now. Nice. We can push the damage boost a tiny bit sooner. Push forward here though. Because right now, okay, who is the person that's being the most active right now? It's actually going to be like your Ramattra and your BAP. So all you have to do is, honestly, you don't even need to like, you know, be really, really far up. But you could just fly up a tiny bit more and get your beams onto them. Because they're the ones that are doing the damage right now. You want to try and damage boost whoever's doing the damage, okay? Yes, you will have a main blue beam targets, which is your Ashe, which is really great that you know that, okay? But whenever Ashe doesn't have a good angle, or whether your Ashe is like being passive, or maybe your Ashe is like rotating and stuff, like leave her basically. And you can just, what's it called? You can just go ahead. I just had a quick question. If you could damage this Ram ult, yes you can. You can damage boost any part of the Ram ult, like you just have to be like when he pops it, just pop it on and it will do the extra damage. But we'll keep going. So obviously just push up with that, what's it called? Quick thing as well, leave your healing for the end of Valk. Because if you leave your healing for the end of Valk, it will give you that extra tiny bit of ult charge. You know, just be able to get yourself back to that that next Valk. Because none of these guys are being like really hard pressured right now. You know, everyone's like going to be respawning and everything. So just leave it, wait until the end of your Valk, and then pop the heals, alright? But we'll keep going. Nice. I love how much like cover you're using, Bowyen, I will say. Nice. Nice rotation. Lovely rotation. I would look to rotate a little bit more here now though, because obviously, you know, you're still at risk of being maybe hooked by the hog. If we now rotate, maybe like get your beam onto someone and do like a GA like slingshot around here, it gives us we're not gonna be able to, you know, to be peeked by like anyone that's main, but also we're making that distance away from that hog, so we don't have that risk of being hooked, okay? So I would definitely like try and like get yourself more further back here basically so we can play. Alright? Can't do anything with that unfortunately. Look how you using obviously the what's it called? Lovely damage boost. Okay. I feel as though you, I feel as though you took a little bit too much time here to go for like, for this res here. I feel as though we should have just stayed main, ensured that people stayed up before we go on, before we go for this res. Now, don't get me wrong, this res was good, okay? But we don't know how long this Mei wall's gone up as well. So what you can do is you can actually start this res and then drag it underneath here. So it means that we're once again under that little bit more cover, just in case that, you know, just in case we suddenly arrive, the Mei wall drops and there's like a widow just stood there like ready to ready to like shoot us basically. But I would have definitely maybe stayed with your Ram a little bit more here. But it's fine, we end up doing the res. Go back to go and help junk, which is completely fine. Bappa's going in really aggressively. Nice damage boost. Lovely rotation again. Like, nice. Just unfortunate that nobody ends up going in to go and touch. Can't do anything for your chunk there. Absolutely is what it is. Nice. Make sure we're helping our BAP get out though. Nice heals. Nice. Honestly, Bowyen, like, your position is really great. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I feel as though your like where you're positioned is amazing. Like, you've absolutely got it nailed down to a T where you should be positioned, okay? I feel as though the thing is you're not utilizing your GAs enough, in my opinion, which is really weird because normally it's like I used to have to say the complete opposite, like, I'm gonna stop spamming your GA, guys, like, come on. It's the complete opposite for you. You're not using it enough, in my opinion. I feel as though we need to, what's it called, whenever you want to get up close to people, we need to be using it a bit more, which comes to, I feel as though your biggest issue right now, Bowyen, we're being too passive, okay? There has been so many times where we just stood back and just damage boosting our Ashe, and we're not in with our team, okay? And I don't know whether this is just you having it in your head that, oh, Ashe is like the be-all and end-all because Ashe is my main blue beam target, which is completely fine. Really good knowledge to know, okay? But remember that we need to, what's it called, we need to be pushed up and damage boosting, you know, people that are doing the damage right now, okay? The whole point of having the blue beam is to be able to put it onto someone that is doing the most at that moment in time, okay? So I think my main thing is I want you to get a little bit more used to the game, and I want you to, like, really, basically, whenever you're playing, be really actively thinking and think to yourself, okay, who is going to be doing the damage? Who is going to be, like, peeking? Who is going to be the person who is going to get the most out of my blue beam? Basically, I want you to aim for the highest damage amp stat that you can at the end of a match, basically. So, just honestly, if you can, like, just kind of think to yourself, okay, how can I get more damage boost? How can I get more damage boost, okay? And that would be by coming up here and damage boosting these guys right now. Because you being stood, like, back here, for example, and just doing nothing with, like, your Ashe is not going to be able to make a difference, okay? But we'll keep going. Nice. Obviously damage with Ashe now that she's in sights, which is completely fine. Nice. Same thing, just I just damage with your Ashe here. A really perfect time where we could have utilized the GA here. I literally get 1 to 1.5k damage boost. I need work, which I feel as though it's good, Bowyen. Like, for bronze, that is a really good damage amp, I will be honest, because obviously you don't expect a lot of people to hit shots and stuff in bronze and stuff. Like, you know, it's not going to happen too often. But yeah, we could definitely be trying to push that number a tiny bit more if we're pushing it up. Now, this is a scenario where we could have definitely utilized our GAs a little bit more. Because what's happening is you're kind of like just kind of being, oh my gosh, here, okay, get onto someone, or like get onto, for example, onto your Junkrat and GA yourself out as quick as you can, okay? Because what's happening is you're kind of like quickly, you know, like slowly walking out. If you were more into this ult, we would have frozen by the time we got like to about here kind of thing. Try to utilize the people that you have around you and use them to quickly get you out. Alright, but we'll keep going. Obviously, it's Blizzard. I love how you don't pop Valks with this Blizzard as well, can I just say. I see so many Mercies, and this applies to everyone, can I just say. I see so many Mercies popping Valk for Blizzard. Don't do it. Unless if you are definite that your team will win it, or it gets towards like maybe the end of a Blizzard, for example, don't pop your Valk for a Blizzard, because this is a prime example of why, okay? Everyone is just stood out in, you know, in like pretty much open space, okay? All they have to do is just take down the immortality field, and then bam, like they could just, what's it called? Take out people, okay? I would rather you save the Valk for another team fight rather than you waste it on trying to keep people alive, because especially when we get up higher ranks, Maze will just walk forward and just 2-tap headshot people that are frozen, okay? So it's a really, really good habit to get out of not popping out for Blizzard, which is exactly what you've done. So really, really nice, Bowyen, okay? Nice heals onto your Ram here. Just same thing again. Do you see how like we're being way, way too passive right now, and we actually end up disconnecting our beam from our Ramatra? I would rather if you think to yourself, okay, my beam's about to break. How could I still be within beam range but also be really active? Well, we can maybe flick it around here. We could, if he like, you know, starts to back off more towards this side of the payload, we can actually back off onto this higher ground. Because right now we end up obviously, you know, backing off, and then we end up backing out of beam range, okay? Try to keep yourself within that beam range. Unfortunately, obviously, as we get picked off by Widow, which you can't really do anything about. If you see the Widow, by the way, because you end up obviously in the Widow's LOS here, try doing like a little bit of a crouch spam just to make yourself hard to hit before you do this rotation. Really nice rotation, though. Love how you make your way up to the high ground. Nice. Oh, no, no, help. What? Okay. This wasn't the correct decision making, Bowyen, I will be honest, okay? And it comes from you getting out the pistol initially, okay? We should have just stayed and just tried to help our Junkrat out, okay? So, at this point, stick your beam onto your Junkrat, okay? It's kind of a reset. Wait, you can get out here though. Like if you want to, because I could see that you want to reset, but we end up not doing so. We can actually get out here, okay? If you have an opportunity to get out, okay? Now you end up kind of like staying, which I think is obviously, you know, to try and like help the Junkrat maybe stall it out a little bit, which is like completely fine, okay? But we could have, honestly, we could have just done that up until the Junkrat dies, and then you're just like, okay, see you later, and then just walk, okay? Because Hog will obviously have to rotate, like, or maybe he might cut the corner, you know, and then he's here, okay? Widow, obviously, you know, can grapple up onto you, and that's pretty much about it. Nobody else can, like, really, like, get to you if you start backing off, okay? So, I would rather you stayed. I'm gonna be you, okay? I'm gonna help beam. Okay, he's gone. Do you see how we could have made it all the way back here, and we don't end up getting picked off by the Hog right now? We actually end up not, because what ends up happening is you end up kind of like staggering yourself right now. Like if you want to quickly reset, you just have to J yourself into the team and just die. What ends up happening is you kind of like, vibe about for a bit, and you're like, oh no, it's a Hog kind of thing. But can you see how, like, within that amount of time, I've managed to get myself all the way back here, basically? So we could definitely been getting back here. Alright? But we'll keep going. So just try it best if you can. Just make sure that you're not going to get staggered off like you just have done. Alright? But we'll keep going. I'm just going a bit by water.
Making a full recovery.
The bad was the worst. He was having to go at me the whole time. Do not listen to your teammates, Bowyen. 100%. Like, especially if it's like in bronze and stuff. Just I would just not listen to them whatsoever. Because you're both obviously, you know, like in bronze for a reason. Nice. Obviously can't do anything. Bap is... Do you see what I mean? Don't listen to this. Well, what's he doing? Don't listen to this guy. Don't listen to this guy. You have the absolute right idea though. Nice. Lovely. Love where you're positioned. Honestly, Bowyen, your use of cover is amazing. Just once again, just when a team fight is lost, look to see whether you can get out, because we could definitely GA to the Remarcher here and then gone like back out basically a little bit more, because what ends up happening is I feel as though every single time you lose, your instinct is just to get out of the Glock and then just start walking back. Look for that escape route first. If you don't have that escape route, then you can start Glocking and just, you know, die quick kind of thing. But definitely look for that escape route first. But we'll keep going. Nice damage boost. Let's get lovely positioning. I love using damage boost, Bowyen. It's lovely. Like whenever like you're on one singular target. Whenever you're on like one singular target with your beam management is insane, Bowyen. I love it. It's so good. But make sure that when, for example, we have more people around us, we're sharing out that beam a little bit more, alright? But on one-on-one beam management is amazing, Bowyen. I love it. Keep it up. Nice heals. What is this? What's this? This is, honestly, Bowyen, this is why you shouldn't take advice from your teammates. Just focus on your own game. I think you've realised now that obviously even the winner's there, but she's being pressured. Keep going. Nice damage boost. Nice Valk. Just make sure, okay, make sure that we're using this Valk, to help the Remarcher here right now. Because obviously the Remarcher's like really pushed in right now, so make sure that we're still, you know, using that to go and help him. Because he, like, yes, he's a tank, and I always say, oh yeah, like, you know, lead the tank. But right now your Ram's on 9 HP. Okay, so just make sure that when we pop this back, we're getting our beam onto the Ramattra here a little bit more. Nice. Keep pushing. Nice. Oh, go on. That actually made it go away. Really nice. But it's still fine. You could get the pistol out in the window here or like damage boost someone. But nice. Nice. Just once again, we could definitely damage. Do you see kind of what I mean here with like when it gets to multiple people, you don't really know who to put your beam on. So, for example, right. So I really struggle with actually getting the beam onto a target. But I think that's the same thing. But if you're struggling to get it onto specific people that are in like a bundle, lower it slightly. I believe my beam sense is 80, but I still think that's quite high. Like if you want it to be a little bit slower, I definitely think like 70 or 60 is really, really good because it just means you have to be like a little bit more precise with like who you're aiming onto, for example. But it means you can definitely get your beam on a little bit easier. I'm gonna give you a really good example here with beam priority, right? So can you see how this echo comes in, right? And at that moment of time, your Ashe. Okay, actually, let me do it like at the moment because it's a little bit easier to see it. All the damage boost, that's what I just say there. Really, really nice. That's fine. Obviously, back away because you're not gonna get killed. Right. Echo's here. Okay? Echo is up in the air flying. Out of the people that are looking at her right now, who is going to be able to kill her? Your BAP. Your BAP will do the most damage. Because obviously he's like, you know, just focusing his damage onto her. He will have the most damage. If you put your damage boost onto him, he will just get rid of get rid of this this echo. Because obviously Bash would be your best target. However, she's busy doing her own little thing. Junkrat is going to really struggle to try like aim at the at the echo. I didn't have faith in that BAP. His aim's good, Bowyen, I will say. Like, his aim's good. It's just his positioning and decision-making is just absolutely horrendous. But, yeah, we should have definitely... Even if, like, you don't trust the BAP, put your beam onto just someone, basically. Because you have to think to yourself, who's going to be the most effective to try and get rid of this person? And it's going to be your BAP. So what's happening is you end up just putting your beam onto your Junkrat. Junkrat's not going to be able to, you know, get the echo unless she's on the ground. Nice. Keep backing. Keep backing. Nice. Nice. Did the absolute right thing there, Bowyen. Just what's called just hid out. Lovely. I would maybe look to you because once again it's like it's this passive thing, right? Still be looking into maybe like try and help your Ramattra because obviously he ends up getting like, you know, hooked in and stuff. Try just to, you know, look to see whether you need to go in to try and go and help him. Because you're gonna kind of like rotate him back here when you don't really like need to as such. You could definitely like still play where you are. And we're being very tunnel vision onto our Ashe as well. Make sure they're still looking around at people. Nice. I don't want to touch him. Okay, Bowyen, your positioning is great, okay? I love how much cover you're using. I love where you're positioned, okay? You should 100% be higher than Bronze 5. This is giving me, like, gold gameplay. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, this is really, really great, okay? Your beams, especially one-on-one, beautiful. I love how much damage you're pushing. It's really, really great, okay? Things we are struggling with, though, okay? My first thing is you're being way too passive. Okay? There has been so many times where we end up kind of like just backing off for no reason, or we're being really scared, basically. Don't be. Because by the way that you're playing and the positioning that you have, you are really, really good. Like, your positioning is, like, with the cover and stuff, really, really great, okay? So utilize that and utilize that real good strength of yours and play slightly more aggressively, which comes into my second point of whenever like you have like a group of people and say, for example, your Ashe is reloaded or maybe your Ashe is like rotating and stuff, be damage boosting the person that is doing the damage, because that will basically up that that damage boost for you. Basically, it'll be really, really good. This is a mistake that I had of joining VC. Honestly, but if people are being rude in VC though, just leave it. Because it's much better if you focus on your own gameplay and how you play. But anyways, we'll keep on going. Obviously, we'll just wait for the round to start. I'll just kind of skip it forward a little bit. Nice. Nice. Lovely. You see how we can still like put that damage boost onto the map a little bit more? Like for example, you know when he's like in the lamp and stuff, we can still push the damage boost onto the map a little bit more. Nice. Once again, lovely rotation into cover. Nice heals. Nice. Lovely beam management here. I feel as though your heal beams are completely fine. It's the damage boost. But if you bab, because he overextends. His orb is here. Yeah, his orb's here. I'm thinking you could maybe go for a res here. The bat was shouting me to res. I feel as though you could have got off this res. I'm gonna be honest, because you have D.Va DM, and if you heal up this D.Va as you go and res, this D.Va's gonna go like push in. Plus, for as well, you have Junkrat here that's gonna like focus the hog and stuff like that for you. This actually gives you a perfect bit of cover along with the cart to be able to do a nice little res behind this cart. The bat was that's why I'm very much like that's why I paused it here, because I was a bit like, oh, like what's called? You can maybe have got this off. It's his fault though for being that pushed up though, definitely. But we could have maybe got this res off. Just make sure that once again we're using those GAs. You know, instead of like walking back, make sure that we're like GAing to someone out. Maybe he was right. No, I don't know. I feel like it's his fault for dying. But we could have, what's it called? We could have maybe attempted the res kind of thing. Once again, it's that passing just a bit Bowyen. And then you see how this Bastion's currently focusing us and stuff? I want you to be like really quick and just honestly GA to someone and then get yourself, once again, GA yourself back. Because you're walking back quite a lot, which is like, what's it called? It's going to be really, really slow. Getting back is so much quicker if like you just do a little like GA back, basically. Ashes get taken out. That's completely fine. Don't go for the res here. Nice. Love how you don't go with him. Just leave him. I feel as though, like, you're worrying too much about this Junkrat now, okay? As soon as he goes out of your LOS, back off and wait for your respawners. Fortunately, to get taken out now, which, you know, is what it is. But I think we should definitely, once again, we should have backed out. Once that Junk's out of our LOS and we know that he's going to die, just leave him, start backing off and look for an escape route. Right, but we'll keep going. Let him back. We run into a wall. Nice GA. You get that res off. You get that res off. Nice. We should res that so much sooner, okay? Because I would actually done the res, by the way, over this side. Because with this, obviously, the payload will start moving forward. Because obviously, Junkrat's going to be pushing it and stuff. I would rather you took this res around this side of cover, but we should definitely do this a lot sooner, okay? We know that it's safe because you know, a lot of the team have died and they're going to be, you know, like respawning and stuff. They're going to be quite far back, so you can honestly get this res off a little bit quicker than what you did. That's fine. Same thing again, okay? Can you see how right now our BAP is pushed up and we end up kind of like just slinging ourselves really out of this team fight for no reason? I would rather, you know how like, you sling yourself forward to go and help with the healing? Just keep yourself that far forward and start damage boosting your BAP. Because, you know, he might be what's called. He'll be able to, you know, maybe see the Moira. He'll be able to, like, maybe see other people up in the high grounds and stuff. Just be, once again, be that little bit more aggressive. Because right now your Ashe doesn't have LOS of anyone. So it's nice. Just make sure that we're healing up our Junkrat, because obviously we know he's going to be taking damage from the hog. Nice. Just as we're doing so, make sure that we're still keeping an eye on our D.Va. Like, I want you to kind of like be flicking and looking at the wall kind of thing, just in case your D.Va needs a bit of help. Because all you have to do is just a little boop, like peek and then get your beam on for a second, just to kind of top her up a tiny bit. I'd also be looking to heal up your Junk a little bit more. Nice. Nice. Love how you leave Junkrat to go do his thing. Really nice. Okay. Prime example of how we're just kind of like walking out in the open, okay? Which I feel as though is your only issue with your positioning right now, Bowyen. It's just these random like walking outs in the open. If you want to cross here, look for either for a GA into here or look to do like a slingshot into here basically. Just so we're not just casually walking out in the open like we are doing right now. Alright? Nice. Nice. Lovely ping. Just as we're pinging, make sure that we're getting our beam onto someone, basically. Just so we can, like, help them. Bit of Valken, which I don't... I don't like this Valk, I'm gonna be honest, Bowyen. Let me scroll it back and I'll tell you why, okay? Okay, so we should have our beam onto our Ashe a little bit more here. Okay, so we pop this Valk to try and out-heal the Hog that's just about to, you know, int into these guys. There's also a Bastion that's here, and there's also the Moira Coalescence, okay? Yeah, it's a Panic Valk, yeah, okay. Really think to yourself, Bowyen, and think, okay, is my Valk going to be able to change the outcome of this? And in this scenario, it's going to be a no, because if you look at the amount of damage that your Ashe is going to be taking, she has a Bastion shooting at her, she has a Hog shooting at her, she has a Coalescence. There is no way that you are going to be able to out-heal that, even with the increased healing that Valk does, okay? So at this point, all you have to do is just kind of like hope and pray that you can like get her out, basically. Once again, you kind of like what's called popping your Valk. She doesn't obviously get picked off. At this point, now I'll be looking to see, okay, who else is alive? Because right now, once again, our BAP is still alive, okay? We could just chuck the blue beam onto him and start damage boosting him. Because what's going to happen is you end up kind of like, just kind of really tunnel vision of like, oh my gosh, I have to go and heal my, I have to go and res my Ashe. Which, don't get me wrong, gets a really nice res going behind the wall and stuff, really, really good. But at the same time, okay, we have our team that's currently trying to fight a Hog. We also have a D.Va that's trying to fight a Moira right now. I would rather you focus on trying to keep these guys up and making sure that you win out this team fight before you go for that res, okay? Because it's so, like, you just don't want to try and trade out someone while you go for that res, because it's so much more important to have everyone available, basically. So I would have, you know, maybe focus a bit on the damage of the BAP, and then once you realize, oh, well, the D.Va's kind of losing this 1v1 to the Moira, try and help her out a little bit more. Then once, obviously, she's got the Moira, then you can go back to go and help these guys and stuff, okay? It's just like a little bit of, like, target priority, Bowyen, alright? But we'll keep going. I'll just have to head back to you. There we are. That's not you. Oh, I've gone into third person. Hold on. Give me a sec, guys. Oh. There we are. So it's been a while since I've like stuck into third person. Oh, go on. Nice. Obviously can't res, which is completely fine. I would just do that as a straight G to the payload, because obviously you want to like try and like push the payload a little bit more. So just do that as a straight G to the payload, because right now obviously you can't res Ashe, you've already used your res. So just straight G to the payload and then just start pushing it a little bit more, basically. But we'll keep going. I love we once again, this is another thing where we're playing too passively. We should be pushed up and damage boosting our BAP here. But we'll keep going.
Greetings. Let's keep it moving.
Thanks for the help.
Nice.
Let me show you how it's done. Let them up.
I feel like you just end up winning it, which is honestly completely fine. Okay, so Bowyen, kind of say you do not deserve bronze 5 at all. You deserve so much higher, because your gameplay is absolutely like amazing, Bowyen, okay? I really love it. I love your positioning. I think your positioning is great. I think the only thing that's wrong with your positioning is actually when you should be crossing like these big pieces of cover, try to use your GAs a little bit more. Other than that, really, really great, Bowyen. Love it. Your beam priority, as I said before, one-on-one is amazing. Just, once again, be trying to kind of think to yourself who is being the most aggressive right now and go in and go and help them beforehand, basically, okay? So just kind of think to yourself who's doing the damage, go and damage with them, and just be like really aggressive and be up with them, basically, alright? Because that'll help you get more picks, that'll help you overall in the long run of winning more team fights. Valks, apart from that last one, I feel like your Valks are really good, Bowyen, as well. Like, your Valks are really good. Just, like, really look at who your target priority is in those Valks, because I feel as though a few times we end up kind of being a bit weird with the Valks. Last thing is, I feel as though there's been a few times we end up getting staggered, okay? If you want to try and exit a team fight, okay, think to yourself, do I have an escape route right now? Or do I just have to just die? Okay? Because there's a few times where it's like, you could have got back, you could have like looked back and there's someone for you to GA to. And there's also been a few times where we should have like just gone in and just died, okay? So I want you to kind of like really evaluate that, Bowyen. I think the best way to do that is, okay, some of my team have died, do I need to back off and look for someone to GA to? If you don't have someone to GA to and obviously more people fall in and you just need to like die in order to avoid getting staggered, just go in. and just die. But other than that, Bowyen, I think that's pretty much it. Please do let me know if you have any more questions. Once again, thank you so much to everyone on YouTube as well as on Twitch that's been watching this. These guys, you guys can get your own VOD reviews. They even 5,000 channel points. I do them on Twitch on Mondays, but also stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays too. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all later. Bye.